This is Ian from ESLExperts.com. Today I have a tutorial for how to use, or the best way to use, the game of objects in your online lessons. It's an object guessing game to help your students memorize everyday objects. We're going to be doing this online activity with Google Jamboard. So first, of course, we need to download this resource, which I already have. This is what it looks like. You've got your PDF here for your in-person classes, and then you have your images for your online classes. We are concerned with the objects today. We've got 92 of them, so lots of material for this activity. We're going to put it over here to the side, make it a little bit smaller. You'll see why. Now, we're using Google Jamboards today. To do so, you need to have your Gmail account. There it is. We're going to open it, going over here to our Google Apps. Go down to Jamboard. Now Jamboard is an online virtual whiteboard, but it's grouped into frames. So each person or each group can have their own separate frame, and therefore we can have this idea of a pile of cards for each group or individual. You can see here I don't have any jams yet. Okay, I'll add one. There we go. So a jam is a collection of frames of these whiteboards. Today we're going to set up a very small game for 2 students. To do so, we're going to go up here. These are our frames. You add as many frames as you have students or groups for an activity. So today, very small game, so I have 2 frames. Now we need to add our cards to each frame, our sort of quote-unquote pile of cards. So we go to our objects. I'm going to highlight one. I'm going to do Command-C for copy. Click on my frame, Command-V. So that'll load one up. And again, Command-C, Command-V. Now what you're going to do is manually assign your students to a frame. So they're probably going to have to flip through the different frames to find theirs. So what I like to do is to add a shape. So you can add a shape here to cover up that first picture. Alright, so then it's set up for the second student. Command-C, Command-V, Command-C, and Command-V. So there we have it. A very, very, very small game, but you can see how easy it is to set up. So now we need to invite our students to this. And beforehand, you're just going to tell everybody, like, hey, Tommy, you are going to be on frame 1, and Anna, you are going to be on frame 2. All right, so then you need to go up to share. Right now it's private. We're going to share this via a link, because it's the easiest option. So we're going to come down here to get a link. You need to change a few things. This is very important. So change to anyone with a link. And then here, right now, a viewer, this is the permission. We need to change the permission to editor. Great. So now we're going to click copy link. And now I'm going to paste that link into my Zoom chat, LearnCube chat, whatever I have that I'm organizing my online group lesson with. I'm going to paste it in there, assign everybody their frame, and everybody will have a pile of cards that only they can see, as long as they're not flipping through everybody else's. I click done, and there you go. Now everybody is at their frame, and we can start the game. So to give you an example, okay, come over here, okay, slide. So now they need to describe what is a slide. It's something fun for children. You usually find it in a playground. Sometimes it's made of metal, sometimes it's made of plastic, and then sometimes it's colorful, maybe. And then other students have to guess, what is it? If they can't figure it out, because a lot of these words are hard to memorize, they can come over to Tommy's or whoever's frame, and they can say, oh, it's a slide, of course. Okay, there we go. It's a great game to get people to really remember some of these more difficult everyday words. Now you can see also that you might be able to use the same technique for other resources, other activities, your own images, your own words, whatever. But I hope that this has opened up or given you a new tool that you can use with your online classes. Thank you guys so much. Go out there and download Game of Objects at ESLExperts.com.